I know not why I am so sad. It wearies me. You say it wearies you, but how I caught it, found it, or came by it, what stuff 'tis made of, whereof it is born, I am to learn.
Your mind is tossing on the ocean. There with your regosus with portly sail, like sinews and rich burghers on the flood, do overpeer the petty traffickers that curtsy to them, do them reverence as they fly by them with their woven wings.
Believe me, sir, if I had such ventures forth, the better part of my affections would be with my hopes abroad. And every object that might make me fear misfortunes to my ventures, out of doubt would make me sad.
My wind, surely my broth would blow me to an ague when I thought what harm or wind too great at sea might do. I know Antonio was worried about his merchandise.
Believe me, no. I thank my fortunes for it. My ventures are not in one bottom trusted, nor to one place, nor my whole estate upon the fortunes of this present season. Therefore my merchandise makes me not sad.
Why then you are in love?
Ah, bye.
Not in love either. And let us say you were sad because you were not in love. And it was easy for you to laugh and leap and say you are merry because you are not sad.
Here comes Bassanio, your most noble kinsman. And Lorenzo, Graziano, well, very well. I leave you now in better company.
I would have stayed and made you merry if worthy friends had not prevented me. We make our leisure to attend on yours.
My lord Bassanio, since you have found Antonio, we too will leave you. But at dinner time, I pray you, have in mind where we must meet. I shall not fail you.
You look not well, Signor Antonio. You have too much respect upon the world. You lose it and you buy it with much care. Believe me, you are marvellously changed.
I hold the world but as the world, Graziano, a stage where every man must play his part. And mine a sad one.
I tell thee what, Antonio. I love thee! And it is my love that speaks. There are a certain sort of men whose visages do cream and mantle as a standing pond, and to a wilful stillness entertain. Well, my Antonio, I do know of these that only are reputed wise for saying nothing, when, I am very sure, if they should speak, would almost damn those ears which hearing them would call their brothers fools. I'll tell thee more of this another time. Come, good Lorenzo, fare thee well a while. I'll end my exhortation after dinner.
Well, we will leave you then till dinner time. I must be one of these same dumb wise men, but Graziano never lets me speak.
Well, keep me company for 2 years more. Thou shalt not know the sound of thine own tongue.
Farewell.
Graziano speaks an infinite deal of nothing, more than any man in all Venice. His words are as 2 grains of wheat and 2 bushels of chaff. You shall seek all day ere you find them, and when you have them, they're not worth the search.
Tell me now what lady is the same that you today promised to tell me of.
'Tis not unknown to you by how much I have disabled my estate by showing a more the swelling port than my faint means would grant continuance. I owe you, Antonio, the most in money and in love, and from your love I have a warranty to unburden myself all the plots and purposes, how to get clear of all the debts I owe.
I pray thee, good Bassanio, let me know it. My purse, my person, my extremest means lie all unlocked to your occasions.
I owe you much, and like a wilful youth, that which I owe you is lost. But if it please you to shoot another arrow, that self way you did shoot the first, I do not doubt as I will find both, or bring your latter hazard back again to thankfully rest debtor for the first.
You know me well, but herein spend but time to wind about my love with circumstance. And out of doubt you now do me more harm in making question of my uttermost than had you laid waste of all I have. Then do but say to me what I should do, that in your knowledge may by me be done, and I am pressed unto it. Therefore, speak.
In Belmont is a lady, richly left, and she is fair, and fairer than that word, of wondrous virtues. Her name is Portia, and the wide world is not ignorant of her worth. The 4 winds blow in from every corner, renowned suitors. Her sunny locks hang upon her temples like a golden fleece, and many a Jason comes in quest of her. Oh my Antonio, had I but the means to stand a rival place with one of them, my mind presages me such thrift, I should questionless be fortunate.
Thou knowest all my fortunes are at sea. I have neither money nor commodity to raise a present sum. Therefore, go forth, try what my credit can in Venice do to furnish thee to Belmont and fair fortune. Go, presently inquire, and so will I where money is, and I shall no question make to have it of my trust or for my sake.
Marcus, down this way, guys! Follow up!
Next year, maybe take some interest.
2,000 ducats. Well,
For 3 months, aye.
for 3 months. Well,
Shall I have your answer on it?
3,000 ducats for 3 months and Antonio bound.
Your answer to that.
Antonio is a good man.
Have you heard any imputation to the contrary?
Oh, no. My meaning in saying he is a good man is to say that he is sufficient, yet his means are in supposition. He hath an argosy bound for Tripoli, another for the Indies, a third at Mexico, a fourth for England, and other ventures he hath squandered abroad. But ships are but boards, sailors but men. There be land rats and water thieves and land thieves. I mean pirates. And then there is the perils of the waters, the winds and the rocks. The man is notwithstanding sufficient. 3,000 ducats. I think I may take his bond.
Be assured you may.
I will be assured I may. And that I may be assured I will be thinking. May I speak with Antonio?
If it please you, to dine with us.
Yes. To smell pork. To eat of the habitation which your prophet the Nazarite conjured the devil into. I will buy with you, sell with you, walk with you, talk with you, and so following, but I will not eat with you, drink with you, or pray with you. What news on the Rialto? Who is he comes here?
Oh, why, this is Signor Antonio.
How like a fawning publican he looks. I hate him, for he's a Christian, but more for that in low simplicity he lends out money gratis and brings down the rate of usage with us here in Venice. He hates our sacred nation, and he rails on me, my bargains, and my well-run thrift, which he calls interest. Cursed be my nation if I forgive him.
Shylock, do you hear?
Pray you, good senior, your worship is the last man in our mouths.
Shylock. Although I neither lend nor borrow by the taking or giving of excess, to supply the ripe wants of my friend, I'll break a custom. Is he possessed of how much sugar?
3,000 ducats.
And for 3 months?
For 3 months. I forgot, you told me so. Well then, now, let me see. Your bond. But, hear you. Methought you said you neither lend nor borrow on advantage.
I never do use it.
Signor Antonio, many a time and often on the Rialto you have rated me about my monies and my usances. Still I have borne it with a gentle shrug. You call me misbeliever, cutthroat dog, you spit on my Jewish gabardine, and all for the use of that which is mine own. Well then, it now appears you need my help. You come to me and you say, Shylock, we would have monies. You say so. What should I say? A dog? Money? It's possible a cur can lend 3,000 ducats? Or shall I bend low, and in a bondsman's fear, with bated breath and whispering humbleness, say this? You spit on me on Wednesday last. You spurned me on such a day. Another time you called me dog, and for these courtesies I'll lend out thus much money.
And I am as like to do so again. To spit on thee again, to spurn thee too. If thou wilt lend this money, lend it not as to thy friend, but lend it rather to thine enemy, who, if he breaks, thou wilt with better face exact the penalty.
Why, how you storm! I would be friends with you and have your love. Forget the shames you have stained me with. Supply your present wants and take no uses from my monies. This is kind I offer.
This were kindness.
This kindness will I show. Go with me to the notaries and seal me there your single bond. And in a merry sport, if you repay me not at such a place in such a time, such sum or sums as are expressed in the condition, that the forfeit be nominated for an equal pound of your fair flesh to be cut off and taken from what part of your body pleaseth me.
Oh, Shylock, I'll seal unto such a bond, and say there is much kindness in the Jew.
Father Abraham, what these Christians are, whose own hard dealings teaches them to suspect the thoughts of others. I pray you, what should I gain from the exaction of the forfeiture, huh? A pound of man's flesh is not so estimable, profitable neither as flesh of mutton, beef or goats. I say, to buy his favour, I extend this friendship. If he take it, so. If not, adieu.
Shylock, I'll seal unto such a bond.
Well then, meet me forthwith at the notary. Seal me there your single bond, and I will go and purse the ducat straight.
Hide thee, gentle Jew. The Hebrew will turn Christian. He grows kind.
I like not fair terms in a villain's mind.
Nah. Come on. In this there can be no delay. My ships come forth a month before the day.
You managed to get
Certainly, my conscience will serve me to run from this Jew, my master. The fiend is at mine elbow, and he tempts me, saying to me,
Gobble! Lancelot, gobble! Use your legs! Take a start! Run away!
my conscience says, take heed, honest Lancelot. Take heed, honest Gobbo. Or, as aforesaid, honest Lancelot Gobbo. Do not run. Budge, says the fiend. Budge not, says my conscience. Conscience, say I, you counsel well. Fiend, say I, you counsel well. To be ruled by my conscience, I should stay with the Jew, my master, who is a kinder devil. To be ruled by the fiend, I should run from the Jew, who is the devil himself. The fiend gives the more friendly counsel. I will run, fiend. My heels at your command, I will run.
Master, young man, I pray you, which is the way to Master Jew's house?
Oh, heavens. This is my true begotten father, who, being more than sand blind, high gravel blind, knows me not. I will try confusions with him.
Master, young gentleman, I pray you, which is the way to Master Jew's house?
Turn up on your left at the next turning, marry at the very next turning on your right, at the very next turning, turn of no hand, but turn down indirectly to the Jew's house.
My God, Sontis, 'twill be a hard way to hit. Can you tell me whether one Lancelot that dwell with him or not?
Talk you of young Master Lancelot?
No, master, sir, but a poor man's son. Though I say it, his father is an honest, exceedingly poor man.
Let his father be what a will. We talk of young Master Lancelot.
Your worship's friend and Lancelot, sir.
Go, old man, go, I beseech you. Talk you of young Master Lancelot?
And Lancelot ain't please your mastership.
Do you not know me, father?
Alack, I am sand-blind. I know you not.
Even if you had your eyes, you might fail to know me. It's a wise father who knows his own child.
I cannot think that you are Lancelot, my boy.
Come now, let's have no more fooling about it. Give me your blessing. I am Lancelot, your boy that was, your son that is, your child that shall be.
I cannot think that you are my son.
Well, I don't know what I would say to that, but I am Lancelot, and Marjorie, your wife, is my mother.
Her name was Marjorie. My, what a beard hast thou! Thou hast more hair on thy chin than Dobbin my fill horse has on his tail.
Why, then it would seem that Dobbin's tail grows backwards. I could have sworn he had more hair of his tail than over my face last time I saw him.
Lord, how art thou changed? How dost thou and thy master agree? I have brought him a present. How agree thou now?
Well, but for mine own part, for I've set my rest to run away, and I will not rest till I've run some ground. Father, I'm glad you are come. Give me your gift to a young Master Bassanio, who gives rare new liveries. If I serve not him, I will run as far as God gives any ground. A rare fortune. Here comes the man.
You may do so, but let it be so hasty that supper be ready by 5 of the clock. See these letters delivered, put deliveries to making, and desire Graziano to come anon to my lodging.
To him, father.
God bless your worship.
Gramercy, wouldst thou aught with me?
This is my son, sir, a poor boy.
Not a poor boy, but the rich Jew's man who would, as my father shall specify.
He have a great infection, as one would say, sir, to serve.
The short and the long is I serve the Jew, and I have a desire, as my father shall specify.
One, speak for both. What would you?
Serve you, sir.
That is the very defect of the matter, sir.
I know thee well. Thou hast obtained thy suit. Thy master Shylock hath preferred thee, if it be preferment, to leave the service of a rich Jew to become the follower of so poor a gentleman.
But the proverb is very well parted between my master Shylock and you, sir, for you have the grace of God, and he hath enough.
Thou speakst it well. Take thou thy father, seek out my lodging, and take thy leave of thy old master.
Come, father. I'll take my leave of the Jew in the twinkling of an eye.
I pray thee, Leonardo, think on this. These things being bought and orderly bestowed, make haste, for tonight I feast my best esteemed acquaintance. Hie thee, go.
My best endeavours shall be done herein. Signor Bassanio!
Graziano!
I have a suit to you!
You have obtained it.
You must not deny me! I must go with you to Belmont!
Why then you must. But hear thee, Graziano. Thou art too wild, too rude, too bold of voice. Parts that become thee well enough, and in such eyes as ours appear not false, but where thou art not known, it may appear something too liberal. So take pains to allay with some cold drops of modesty thy skipping spirit, lest through thy wild behaviour I be misconstrued in the place I must go and lose my hopes.
Signor Bassanio, hear me. If I do not put on a sober habit, talk with respect, and swear now and then, there are prayer books in my pocket. Look, demurely, like one well studied and a sad estate to please his grandam. Never trust me more.
Well, we shall see.
Nay, but I bar tonight. You shall not gauge me by what we do tonight.
Nay, that were pity. I would entreat you rather to put on your boldest suit of mirth, for we have friends that purpose merriment. I have some business. Fare thee well.
And I must to Lorenzo and the rest, but we will visit you at supper time.
I'm sorry thou wilt leave my father so. Our house is hell, and thou, a merry devil, didst rob it of some taste of tediousness, but fare thee well. There is a ducat for thee. And, Lancelot, soon at supper shalt thou see Lorenzo, who is thy new master's guest. Give him this letter, do it secretly. And so farewell. I would not have my father see me and talk with thee.
Adieu. Adieu. Tears exhibit my tongue, but adieu. These foolish drops do but something drown my manly spirit. Adieu.
Farewell, good Lancelot. Alack, what heinous sin is it in me to be ashamed to be my father's child? O Lorenzo, if thou keep promise, I shall end this strife, become a Christian, and thy loving wife.
Nay, we will slink away till supper time, disguise us at my lodging, and return all in an hour.
We have not made good preparation.
We have not spoken as yet of torchbearers.
'Tis vile unless it be quaintly ordered, and better in my mind not undertook.
'Tis now but 4 o'clock. We have 2 hours to furnish ourselves. Lancelot, friend, what's the news?
And it shall please you, sir, to break up this, for it shall seem to signify.
I know this hand. In faith, 'tis a fair hand, and whiter than the paper it writ on is the fair hand that writs.
Love news, in faith.
By your leave, sir.
Whither goest thou?
Marry, to bid my old master the Jew to sup tonight with my new master the Christian.
Hold here. Take this. Tell gentle Jessica I will not fail her. Speak it privately. Go. Gentlemen, will you prepare you for this mask tonight? I am provided of a torchbearer.
Aye, marry, we'll be going about it straight.
And so will I.
Meet Graziano and I at Graziano's lodging some hour hence.
'Tis good we do so.
Was not that letter from fair Jessica?
I needs must tell thee all. She hath instructed me how I shall take her from her father's house. If e'er the Jew, her father, come to heaven, it shall be for his gentle daughter's sake. Come, peruse this as thou goest. Fair Jessica shall be my torchbearer.
Thou shalt see. Thy eyes shall be the judge, the different between old Shylock and Bassanio. What, Jessica? Thou shalt not gormandize as thou hast done with me. Why, Jessica! Sleep and snore and rend apparel out. Why, Jessica, I say!
Why, Jessica!
Who bids thee call? I did not bid thee call.
Your worship was wont to tell me I could do nothing without bidding.
Call you, watch you well.
And bid forth to supper, Jessica. Here my keys. And wherefore should I go? I'm not bid for love. They flatter me. But yet I'll go in hate to feed upon the prodigal Christian. Look to my house, Jessica. I'm right loath to go. There is some ill a-brewing towards my rest.
Oh, I beseech thee, sir, go. My master expects your approach.
And so do I his.
And they've conspired together. I will not say you shall see a mask, but if you do, then it was not for nothing my nose fell a bleeding Black Monday last at 6 o'clock in the morning. Born out that year on Ash Wednesday was 4 years past of the afternoon.
What, are there masks? Hear you me, Jessica. Lock up my doors. And when you hear the drums and the vile squealing of the wry-necked fife, clamber not you up to the casements then, nor thrust your head into the public streets to gaze on Christian fools with varnished faces. But I go. Go you before me, sir. I say I will come.
I will go before, sir. Mistress, look down that window. For all this, there may come a Christian boy, be worth the Jewess's eyes.
What says that fool of Hagar's offspring, huh?
His words were, farewell, mistress, nothing else.
Well, the patch is kind enough, but a huge feeder. Snail slow in profit, and he sleeps all day like the wildcat. Drones hive not with me, therefore I part with him. Part with him to one doubt that would help him waste his borrowed purse. do as I bid you. Shut up my doors, fast bind, fast fine. Thrifty stale and never mind.
Farewell. And if my fortune be not crossed, I have a father, you a daughter lost.
Baby armors, and to turn my kingdom, and to turn my sacrament,
Baby arms.
This is the penthouse under which Lorenzo desired us to make stand.
Is almost past.
And it is marvel that he outdwells his hour, for lovers never run before the clock.
Here comes Lorenzo! Shh! More of this hereafter.
Sweet friends, your patience for my long abode. Not I, but my affairs have made you wait. When you please to play the fools for wives, hell watches long for you then. Ho! Who's within?
Who are you? Tell me for more certainty, albeit I'll swear I do know your tongue.
Lorenzo, and thy love!
Lorenzo, certain, and my love indeed, for who love I so much, and now who knows but you, Lorenzo, whether I am yours?
Heaven and thy thoughts are witness that thou art.
Here. Take this casket. It is worth the pains.
Descend, for you must be my torchbearer.
I will make fast the doors and gild myself with some more ducats and be with you straight.
Now by my hood, a Gentile, and no Jew.
Forsooth me, but I love her heartedly. For she is wise, if I can judge of her, and fair she is, have mine eyes be true, and true she is, as she hath proved herself. What, art thou come? On, gentlemen, away. Our masking mates by this time for us to stay.
Who's there?
Signor Antonio!
Fie, Graziano. Our friends will stay for you. The winter's come about. Britannia will presently go aboard.
I am glad in it. I desire no more delight than to be under sail and gone tonight.
Graziano gone along, and in his ship, I'm sure Lorenzo was not.
Well, the villain Jew, without crimes, raised the Duchess who went with him to search Britannia's ship.
He came too late. The ship was under sail. Besides, Antonio certifies the Duchess. They were not with Bassanio in his ship.
I never heard of passion so confused, so strange, outrageous, and so variable as that which the dog Jew did utter in the street. Oh, my daughter. Oh, my ducats. Oh, my daughter fled with a Christian. Oh, my Christian ducats. Justice, the law, my ducats, and my daughter. And jewels, 2 stones, 2 rich and precious stones stolen by my daughter. Justice! Find the girl. She had the stones upon her and the ducats.
Why, all the boys in Venice follow him, crying his stones, his daughter, and his ducats.
Well, let good Antonio look he keep his day, or he shall pay for this.
A kind of gentleman tread not the earth. I saw Bassanio and Antonio part. Bassanio told him he would make some speed of his return. Antonio answered, do not so. And of the Jew bond he hath of me, let it not enter your mind of love. Be merry, and use your greatest compost to think about the things that you need to speak of. And lo and behold, there he stood, his eyes big with tears. he put his hand behind him, and with affection wondrous sensible, he wrung Bassanio's hand, and so they parted.
I think he only loves the world for him. Now, what news on the Rialto?
Why, yet it lives there unchecked, that Antonio had the ship of rich lading wrecked upon the narrow seas. The Goodwins, I think they call the place. Oh, I would it would prove the end of his losses.
Well, let me say, amen betimes, lest the devil crossed my prayer. For here he comes now in the likeness of a Jew. What news amongst the merchants?
You know just as well as you of my daughter's flight.
That's certain. I, for my part, knew the tale of the maid, the wing she flew with her.
Yeah, and Shylock, for his part, knew the bird was fledged, and then it is the complexion of them all to flee the dam.
She is damned for it.
Yeah, well, that's certain. The devil may be the judge.
My own flesh and blood to rebel.
Ah! Out upon it, old carrion, rebel with it these years.
I say my daughter is my flesh and blood.
There's more difference between thy flesh and hers than between jet and ivory. But tell us, dost thou hear whether Antonio have any loss at sea or no?
No. Did have another bad match. A bankrupt, a prodigal that dare scarce show his head on the Rialto, a beggar that was used to come so smug in the mart. Let him look to his bond. He was one to call me usurer. Let him look to his bond. He was one to lend money for a Christian courtesy. Let him look to his bond.
What if surety forfeit? That will not take his flesh. What's that good for?
To bait fish withal. If it will feed nothing else, it will feed my revenge. It's disgraced me, hindered me $500,000, laughed at my losses, mocked at my gains, scorned my nation, thwarted my bargains, cruelled my friends, hated my enemies, and what's his reason? I am a Jew. Hath not a Jew eyes? Hath not a Jew hands, organs, senses, affections, passions, fed with the same food, hurt with the same weapons, subject to the same disease, healed by the same means, warmed and cooled by the same winter and summer as a Christian is? If you prick us, do we not weep? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, shall we not die? And if you wrong us, will we not revenge? If we are like you in the rest, we will resemble you in that. If a Jew wrong a Christian, what should his humility be? Revenge. If a Christian wrong a Jew, what should his sufferance be but by Christian example? Why, revenge. This villainy you teach me, I will execute, and it will go hard. I will better the instruction.
Gentlemen, my master Antonio is at his house and desires to speak with you both.
How now, Tubal? What news from Genoa? Hast thou found thy daughter?
I often came where I did hear of her, but cannot find her.
There. A diamond gone cost 2,000 ducats in Frankfurt. That and other precious jewels. What, no news of them? Why so? And I know not how much is spent on the search. Why, the loss upon loss. The thief gone with so much, and so much to find the thief. And no satisfaction, no revenge, and no ill luck stirring but that sits in my shoulders. No sighs but of my breathing, no tears but of my shedding.
Other men have ill luck too. Antonio, as I heard in Genoa.
What ill luck?
Have an argosy lost coming from Tripoli.
Oh, I thank God. 'Tis true.
I met with some sailors who escaped the wreck.
Oh, I thank thee, good Tibble. What, from Genoa?
Your daughter spent in Genoa, as I heard, 80 ducats in one night.
Oh, thou torturest me. I shall never see my gold again. 80 ducats in one sitting. 80 ducats?
A have travelled with divers of Antonio's creditors to Venice, who say he cannot help but fall.
Oh, I am glad of it. I am glad of it. I'll plague him. I'll torture him. I'm glad of it.
One of them showed me a ring that he had of your daughter for a monkey.
Antonio! It was my turquoise. I had it of Leo when he was a bachelor. I would not have given it for a wilderness of monkeys.
But Antonio is certainly undone.
It is true. It is very true. See me an officer, Tubal. Go, Tubal. Meet me at our synagogue. Go, Tubal, at our synagogue.
Madam, if your miseries were in the same abundance as your good fortunes are. Yet for aught I see, they are as sick that surfeit with excess as they that starve with nothing.
Good sentences are well pronounced.
They would be better if well followed.
Oh, but this reasoning is not in the fashion to choose me a husband. Oh, me. The word choose. I may neither choose whom I would, nor refuse whom I dislike. So is the will of a living daughter curbed by the will of a dead father. Is it not hard, Nerissa, that I cannot choose one nor refuse none?
Your father was ever virtuous, and holy men at their death have good inspirations. And therefore the lottery that he has devised in these 3 chests of gold, silver, and lead, whereof he chooses his mean and chooses you, will no doubt never be chosen by any rightly, but one who shall rightly love. But what warmth is there in your affection towards any of these princely suitors that are already come?
I pray thee, overname them, and as thou namest them, I will describe them, and according to my description, level my affection.
First, there is the, where is the Neapolitan prince?
Aye, that's a fault indeed, for he doth nothing but talk of his horse, and he makes it a great appropriation to his own good parts that he can do him himself. Oh, I much have feared, my lady, his mother played false with a smith.
You're Then there is the Katy Palatine. There you are, hiding.
He doth nothing but frown. I fear he will prove to the weeping philosopher when he grows old, being so full of unmannerly sadness and his, oh, God
defend me from these two. Oh, how say you by the French lord? Monsieur Le Baron. God made him, and therefore let him pass for man. In truth, I know it is a sin to be a mocker, but he hath a better horse than Neapolitans, a better bad habit of frowning than the Count Palatine. He is every man and no man. And if I were to marry him, I should marry 20 husbands. How like you the young German?
Very vilely in the morning when he is sober, and most vilely in the afternoon when he is drunk. And when he is best, he's a little worse than a man. When he is worse, he's a little better than a beast.
If he should offer to choose, and choose the right casket, you should refuse to do your father's will, if you should refuse to accept him. Therefore, for fear of the worst, I pray thee, set a good glass of Rhenish wine on the contrary casket, for if the devil be within, and that temptation without, I know he'll choose it. I'll do anything, Melissa, ere I be married to a sponge. You need not fear, lady, that having any of these lords, they have acquainted me with their determinations, which is indeed to return to their homes and to trouble you with no more heat. I'm so glad this parcel of wooers are so reasonable, and there is not one among them but I broke in his very absence, and I pray God grant them a fair departure. Do you remember, lady, in your father's time, a Venetian, a scholar and a soldier, that came hither in the company of the Marquis de Montferrat? Yes, it was Bassanio, as I think you should call. True, madam. He, of all the men that ever my foolish eyes looked upon, was the most deserving and fine lady. I remember him very well, and I remember him worthy of thy praise. How now, what news?
The four strangers seek for you, madame, to take their leave, and there's a forerunner come from the fifth, the Prince of Morocco, who brings word the prince, his master, will be good tonight.
If I could bid the fifth welcome with so good a heart as I could bid the other four farewell, then I should be glad of his approach. Come, Melissa, Sarah, go before, whilst we shut the gates upon one wooer, another knocks at the door.
Dislike me not for my complexion. I tell thee, lady, this aspect of mine hath feared the valiant, and by my love I swear the best regarded virgins of our clime have loved it too. I would not change this hue except to learn thy thoughts, my gentle queen.
In terms of choice, I am not solely led by nice direction of a maiden's eyes. Besides, the lottery of my destiny bars me the right of voluntary choosing. But if my father had not scanted me and hedged me by his wit to yield myself, his wife who wins me by that means I've told you, yourself, renowned prince, thanks to the spares, any comer I've looked on yet for my affection.
Even for that I thank you. I pray you therefore lead me to the casket to try my fortune. by this scimitar that slew the Sophie and a Persian prince. I would outstare the sternest eye that looks. I would outbrave the heart most dangerous on the earth. Pluck the young sucking cubs from the she-bear. Yea, walk the lion when it roars for prey to win thee, lady. But, alas the while, if Hercules and Lycus play at dice, which is the better man, the greater throw may turn my fortune from the weaker hand. And so may I, blind fortune leading me, miss that which one unworthier may attain, and die with grieving.
You must take your chance, and either not attempt to choose at all or swear before you choose. And if you do choose wrong, never to speak to a lady afterward in any way of now. Therefore, be advised.
And will not. Come, lead me into my chance.
Go draw aside the curtains and discover the several caskets to this noble prince. Now make your choice. One of them contains my picture first, and if you choose that, then I am yours at all.
Some God direct my judgment. Let me see. What says this leaden casket? Who chooseth me must give at hazard all he hath. Must give? For what? For lead? Hazard for lead? This casket threatens. Men that hazard all do so in hope of fair advantage. A golden mine stoops not to chosen dross. I'll give nor hazard aught for lead. What says the silver with her virgin hue? Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. As much as he deserves. Pause there, Morocco, and weigh thy value with an even hand. If thou be ratest by thy estimation, thou dost deserve enough. And yet enough may not extend as far as to the lady. And yet to be afeard of my deserving were but a weak disabling of myself. As much as I deserve. Why, that's the lady. And in birth deserve her, and in fortune, and in graces, and in qualities of breeding. But more than this, in love do I deserve her. What if I strayed no further and chose here? Let's speak once more the saying engraved in gold. Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. Why, that's the lady. All the world desires her. From the four corners of the earth they come to kiss this shrine, this mortal breathing saint. One of these three contains her heavenly image. Shall I say that lead contains her? Oh, damnation to think so base a thought. Or shall I think in silver she's immured, being 10 times undervalued, to tried gold? Oh, sinful thought! Never was so rich a gem set in worse than gold. Deliver me the key, here do I choose, and thrive as I may.
There, take it, Prince. And if my form lie there, then I am yours.
Oh, hell. What have we here? A carrion death. And in his empty mouth, a written scroll. I'll read the writing. All that glitters is not gold. Often have you heard that told. Many a man his life hath sold, but my outside to behold. Gilded tombs do worms enfold. Had you been as wise as bold, young in limb, in judgment old, your answer had not been inscrolled. Fare you well, your suit is cold. Cold indeed, and labour lost. Farewell, heat, and welcome frost. Portia, adieu. I have too grieved a heart to take a tedious leave. Thus, loser's part.
A gentle riddance. Oh, mother! You want to stop the cast quickly. The Prince of Arundel has paid his oath and it comes to his election presently.
And if you choose that wherein I am contained, straight shall our nuptial rites be solemnized. But if you fail without more speech, my lord, you must be gone from hence immediately.
I am enjoined by oath to observe 3 things. First, never to unfold to anyone which casket 'twas I chose. Next, if I fail in my casket, never in my life to woo a maid in way of marriage. Lastly, if I do fail in fortune of my choice, immediately to leave you and be gone.
To these injunctions everyone doth swear that comes to hazard to my worthless self.
And so have I addressed me. Fortune now, to my heart's home. Give me a key for this, and instantly unlock my fortunes here.
Too long a pause for that which you find there.
What is here? A portrait of a blinking idiot? Presenting me a schedule. I will read it. Who chooseth me shall have as much as he deserves. Did I deserve no more than a fool's head? Is that my prize? Are my deserts no better? Some there be that shadows kiss, such have but a shadow's bliss. There'll be fools alive, I wis, silvered o'er, and so was this. Still more fool I shall appear by the time I linger here. With one fool's head I came to woo, but I go away
with two. Sweet adieu. I'll keep my oath patiently to bear my wrath.
Thus hath the candle singed them off. Oh, these deliberate fools, when they do choose, they have the wisdom by their wit to lose.
Oh, come, draw the curtains, Nerissa.
Madame, there is a lighted at your gate, a young Venetian, one that comes before to signify the approaching of his lord, from whom he bringeth sensible regrets, to which besides commands and courteous breath, gifts of rich value yet I had never seen, so like an ambassador of love, a day in April never came so sweet, to show how costly some rods at hand, as this forced bird comes before his lord.
I pray you, no more. I am half of him thou wilt see none, he is something to thee. Thou spendest such high day wit in praising him. Oh, come, come, Nerissa, for I long to see quick Cupid's post that comes so mannerly. Nathaniel! Lord, love! Oh, therefore forbear a while. There is something tells me that I will not lose you. And I would detain you here some month or two before you venture from me. I could teach you how to choose right. I am then forsworn. So will I never be. So may you miss me, but if you do, you'll make me wish a sin I have been forsworn. Oh, but through your eyes they have overlooked me and divided me. One half of me is yours, the other half yours. Mine own, I would say, but mine and yours is so all yours. Too long, but he's the time to eke it and draw out in its length to stay you from election.
Oh, let me choose, for as I am, I live upon the rack.
Oh, upon the rack beside you. Then confess what treason there is mingled with your love.
Confess and love had been the very sum of my confession. Oh, happy torment, when my torturer doth teach me words for my deliverance. But let me to the caskets and my fortune.
Away then, I am locked in one of them. And if you do love me, you'll find me out. Nerissa and the rest stand all aloof. Like music shall thee dog make his choice. Go, Hercules, live thou, I live with much, much more dismay. And you that fight the now makest the fray.
So may the outward shows believe themselves. The world is still deceived with ornament. There is no mind so simple that assumes some mark of virtue in its outward parts. Think on beauty and you shall find 'tis measured by the weight. Therein a miracle is worked in nature, where those are lightest that wear most of it. Therefore, thou, gaudy gold, I'll none of thee, nor thee, thou pale and common drudge, between man and man, but thou, meagre lead, which threatenest rather than dost promise aught. Thy paleness moves me more than eloquence. Here choose I. Joy be the consequence.
Love, be moderate. Allay thy ecstasy and measure raise thy joy scandalous excess. I feel too much my flesh, it will make it less for fear I surfeit.
What find I here? Fair Portia's counterfeit. What demigod hath come so near creation? Here severed lips, parted with sugar breath. So sweet a bar should sunder such sweet friends. Here in her hair, the painter plays a spider, and hath wove a golden web to entrap the hearts of men. But her eyes, how could he see to do them? Methinks in making one it should have power to steal both his, and leave itself unfurnished. But look, how far my praise doth wrong this shadow, in underprizing it. How far this shadow limps behind the substance. Here is the scroll, the continent and summary of my fortune. You that choose not by the view, chance as fair and choose as true. Since this fortune falls to you, be content and seek no new. If you be well pleased with this, and hold your fortune for your bliss, turn you where your lady is, and claim her with a loving kiss. A gentle scroll. Fair lady, by your leave I come by note, to give and to receive.
You see me, Lord Messiah, where I stand such as I am. The full sum of me is sum of something which to terms and gross is an adolescent girl, unschooled, unpracticed, happy in that she is not yet so old. But she may vary. Happier than this, she is not yet bred so dull, but she can learn. Happiest of all is that her gentle spirit commits herself to yours to be directed, as from her Lord, your governor, her king. What's myself and what is mine to you, and yours is now converted. Even now, but now this house, these servants, and this same myself are yours, my Lord. I give them this ring. When you part from me, lose or give way, let it presage the ruin of your love. Be my vantage to exclaim on you.
When this ring parts from this finger, then life parts from hence. Oh, then behold the same Bassanio's death.
My lord and lady, it is now our time that have stood by to see our wishes prosper, to cry good joy, good joy! My lord and lady.
My Lord Bassanio and my gentle lady, I wish you all the joy that you can wish, but I am sure you can wish none from me. And when your honours me to solemnize the bargain of your faith, I do beseech you, even at that time I may be married too.
Oh, why then thou canst get a wife.
I thank your lordship. I've got me one. My eyes, my lord, can look as swift as you. You saw the mistress, I beheld the maid. You love, I love for intermission. No more pertains to me, my lord, than you. Your fortune stood upon the casket there, and so did mine too as the matter falls. For wooing here until I sweat again, and sweating until my very roof was dry with hopes of love. At last, if promise last, I got a promise of this fair one here, to have her love, provided that your fortune achieved her mistress.
Is this true, Nerissa? Madam, it is. So pleased with whom?
And do you, Graziano, mean good faith?
Yes, faith, my lord.
Our feast shall be much blessed in your marriage.
Who comes here? Lorenzo! And his infidel! What? And my old Venetian friend Celeria?
Lorenzo and Celeria, welcome hither. If that the youth of my new interest here had power to bid you welcome, I bid my very friends and countrymen, Sweet Portia, welcome.
So do I, my lord. They are entirely welcome.
I thank your honour. For my part, my lord, my purpose was to not see you here, but rather, when meeting with Celeria by the way, she did entreat me, past all saying nay, to come with her along.
I did, my lord, and had reason for it. Senor Antonio commends himself to you.
Oh, ere I open this letter, tell me, how doth my good friend?
To be in mind, nor well, unless in mind. His letter there will show you his estate.
Your hand, Celeria. What's the news from Venice? How doth that royal merchant's good Antonio? I know he will be glad of our success. We are the Jasons. We have won the fleece.
I would that you had won the fleece that he hath lost. There are some should court in yon same paper that steals the colour from Bassanio's keep. My dear friend thus dead, else nothing in the world can turn so much the constitution of any constant man.
Sweet Portia, here are some of the unpleasantest words that e'er blotted paper. When I did first impart my love to you, I freely told you all the wealth I had ran in my veins. I was a gentleman. I told you true, and yet, rating myself at nothing, you shall see how much I was a braggart. For I have engaged myself to my dear friend, engaged my friend to his mere enemy, to feed my means. Oh, sweet lady, here is a letter. Every word upon it a gaping wound issuing life blood. But tell me, Celeria, is it true? Have all his ventures failed? Not one vessel escaped the merchant-marring rocks?
Not one. And besides, it should appear that if he had the present money to discharge the deed, he would not take it. The Duchess herself and all the magnificence of greatest court have persuaded him, and yet none handwriting from his envious plea of justice and forfeiture of his bond.
Is it your dear friend that is thus in trouble?
My dearest friend, the kindest man.
What summons thee the Jew?
For me, 3,000 ducats.
What? No more. Pay him 6,000 and treble that. Before a friend of that description shall lose a hair through Bassanio's fault. First, come with me to church and call me wife. Then away to Venice to your friend. Come away, you shall hence upon your wedding day. Bid your friends welcome, show a merry cheer, since you, our dear bought, I do not you here. Oh, love, dispatch all business and be gone.
Since I have your good leave to go away, I will make haste. But till I come again, no bed shall e'er be guilty of my stay, no rest the interposer twixt us twain. Madam, if you knew to whom you show this honour, how true a gentleman you said your leave, how dear a lover of my lord your husband, I know you would be proud of the work and customary bounty to enforce you.
I never did repent for doing good, nor shall not now. Lorenzo, I commit myself to you as the husbandry and manager of my house until my lord's return. For my own part, I have breathed towards heaven a secret vow to live in prayer and contemplation, only attended here by Larissa until her husband and my lord's return. There is a monastery 2 miles off, and there we will abide. I do desire you not to deny this imposition.
Madam, with all my heart, I shall obey you in your fair commands.
My people already do know my mind and will acknowledge you in place of Lord Bassanio and myself. And so, farewell, till we shall meet again.
Fair thoughts and happy hours attend on you.
I thank you for your wish, and I'm well pleased to wish it back on you. Now, Balthazar, take this same letter and speak to Padua. See thou render this into my cousin's hands, Dr. Bellario, and look what notes and garments doth give thee. Bring them, I pray thee, with a matin speed unto the common ferry which trades to Venice. Waste no time in words, but get thee gone. I shall be there before thee.
Madam, I leave with all convenient speed.
Come now, Nerissa. I have work in hand that you yet know not of. We'll see our husbands before they think of us.
Shall they see us?
Oh, they shall, Nerissa. For in such habit, they'll think that we are accomplished with that we lack.
Shall we turn to men?
Why, what a question is that, if thou wert near a lewd interpreter. But come, I'll tell thee my rule device when I am in my coach, which stays for us at the park gate. And therefore, haste away, for we must measure 20 miles today.
Yes, truly. But look you, the sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. I've always spoken plainly with you, and now I speak agitation in the matter. Therefore, be of good cheer, for truly I think that you were damned. There's but one hope in it that may do you any good.
And what hope is that, I pray thee?
Mary, you may partly hope your father got you not, that you are not the Jew's daughter.
Thou art a kind of bastard hope indeed, so the sins of my mother shall be visited upon me. I shall be saved by my husband. He hath made me a Christian.
The more fool he. We were Christians enough before, he'd as many as could well live, one by another.
I'll tell my husband, Lancelot, what you say. Here he comes.
I shall go jealous of you shortly, Lancelot, if you thus get my wife into corners.
Nay, you need not fear us, Lorenzo. Lancelot and I are out. He tells me flatly, there is no mercy for me in heaven. And you are no good member of the Commonwealth.
How every fool can play upon the words! I think the best grace of wit will shortly turn into silence, and discourse grow commendably in none but parrots. I pray, Sarah, bid them prepare for dinner.
It is done, sir, only cover is the word.
Wilt thou cover then, sir?
Not so, sir, neither, I know my duty.
Yet more, quarrelling with the occasion, wilt thou show the whole wealth of thy wit in an instant? I pray, bid them cover the tables, serve in the meats, and we will come into dinner.
Table, sir, it shall be covered. For the meat, sir, it shall be brought in. And coming in for dinner will be as human and conceit shall govern.
Oh dear discretion, how his words are suited. How cheerest thou, Jessica? What doth thou think of the Lord Bassanio's wife?
Why, past all expressing. The two gods were to play some heavenly match, and on the wager lay two earthly women, Portia one. There must be something else pawned with the other, for the poor rude world hath not her fellow.
Even hath such a husband hath thou of me as she has thought a wife?
Nay, but ask my opinion too of that.
I will anon. Come, let us go to dinner.
What? Is Antonio here?
Ready, so please your grace.
I am sorry for thee, Antonio, for thou art come to face a stony adversary, an inhuman wretch, void and empty from any mercy or pity.
I have heard your grace has taken great pains to qualify his rigorous course. But since he stands obdurate, and no lawful means can carry me from his envy's reach, I do oppose my patience to his fury, and am armed with a quietness of spirit against the very tyranny and rage of his.
Go one, call the Jew to the court.
He is ready at the door. He comes, my lady.
Sherlock, the world thinks, and I think so too, that thou but leads the fashion of thy mercy to the very last hour of act, and then, it is thought, thou wilt show mercy and remorse more strange than is thy strange apparent cruelty, whereby thou exacts the penalty, which is £1 of this poor merchant's flesh. Thou wilt not only lose the forfeiture, but, touched with comfort and love, thou wilt show a moiety of forgiveness, casting an eye upon his losses. We all expect a gentle answer due.
I have possessed your grace of what I purpose, to have the due and forfeit of my bond. If you deny it, it's a danger light upon your charter and your city's freedom. You'll ask me why I rather choose to have a weight of carrion flesh than to receive 3,000 ducats. I'll not answer that, but say it is my humour. Is it answered? What if my house be troubled with a rat, and I be pleased to give 10,000 ducats to have it bailed? What? Are you answered? As there is no firm reason to be rendered, so shall I give no reason, more than a lodged hate and certain loathing I bear Antonio, that I follow thus a losing suit against him. Are you answered?
This is no reason, thou unfeeling man, to excuse the current of thy cruelty.
I'm not bound to please thee with my answer.
Do all men kill the things they do not love?
Hate any man the thing he would not kill?
Not every offence is a hate at first.
What, would have a serpent sting thee twice?
I pray thee think thee question with a Jew. You may as well use question with a wolf as to why may the ewe blink for the lamb. You may as well do anything most hard to seek to soften that which was harder, his Jewish heart. Therefore, I beseech you, make no more offers, use no farther means, but with all brief and plain conveniency, let me have judgment, and the Jew his will.
For thy 3,000 ducats, here are 6.
What judgment shall I dread? Doing within 6 parts of every part a ducat, I would not draw them. I will have my bond.
But how can thou hope for mercy, rendering none?
What judgment shall I dread, doing no wrong? You have amongst you many a purchased slave, which, like your asses and your dogs and mules, you use in abject and in slavish parts, because you bought them. So I say to you, let them be free. Marry them to their heirs. Why sweat they under their burdens? Let their beds be made as soft as yours, and their pallets be seasoned with such viands. You will say, oh, but the slaves are ours. So do I say to you, the pound of flesh which I demand of him is dearly bought. 'Tis mine, and I will have it. Answer, shall I have it?
On my honour, I will dismiss this court, unless Bellario, who I am sent for to resolve this matter, comes here today.
My lady, here stays thou, a messenger, with letters from the doctor, and you come from Padua.
Bring me the letter. Call the messenger.
Good cheer, Antonio. What man? Courage yet. The Jew shall have my flesh, blood, bones and all, ere thou shalt lose for me 1 drop of blood.
Thou cannot be better employed, Bassanio, than to live still and write mine epitaph.
Came you from Bellario, from Padua?
From both, my lady. Bellario greets your grace.
Why dost thou whet thy knife so earnestly?
To cut the forfeiture from that bankrupt there.
Not on thy soul, but on thy soul, harsh Jew. Thou makest thy knife keen, but no metal can, no, not the hangman's axe, bear half the keenness of thy sharp envy. Can no pierce thee?
No, none that thou hast wit enough to make.
Oh, be thou damned and execrable dog!
Dog! Dog! Dog! Dog!
And for thy life let justice be accused. Thou almost makest me waver in my faith, to hold opinion with Pythagoras, that souls of animals infuse themselves into the trunks of men.
Till thou canst rail the seal from off my bond, thou finds thy lungs to speak so loud. Repair thy wit, good youth, or it will fall to cureless ruin. I stand here for law.
This letter from Bellario does commend a learned doctor to our court. Where is he?
Oh, he attended the argument, sir, whether you'll admit him or not.
Oh, with all my heart. Go one. Go give him courteous conduct to this court. Meantime, we shall hear Bellario's letter.
Your Grace shall understand that at the receipt of your letter I am very sick, but in the instant that your messenger came, in loving visitation was with me a young doctor of Rome. His name is Balthazar. I acquainted him with the causing controversy between the Jew and Antonio the merchant. We turned over many books together. He is furnished with my opinion, which, bettered with his own learning, the greatness whereof I cannot enough commend, comes with him, at my opportunity, to fill up your Grace's request for my stead. I beseech you, let his lack of years be no impediment to let him lack a little estimation, for I never knew so young a body with so old a head. I leave him to your Grace's acceptance, whose trial should better publish his commendation.
You hear the learned Bellario? What he writes? And here I take it is the doctor come. Came you from Padua?
I did, my lady.
You are welcome. Give me your hand. Are you acquainted with the difference that presents the court today?
I am informed thoroughly of the cause. Which is the merchant here and which the Jew?
Shylock, Antonio, stand forth.
Is your name Shylock?
Shylock is my name.
Of a strange nature is the suit you follow, yet in such rule that the Venetian law cannot impugn you as you do perceive. And you stand within his danger, do you not?
Aye, so he says.
Do you confess the bond?
I do.
Then must the Jew be merciful.
What compulsion must I? Tell me that.
The quality of mercy is not strain. It droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath. It is twice blessed. It blesseth him that gives and him that takes. Therefore, Jew, though justice be thy plea, consider this. That in this course of justice none of us should see salvation. We do pray for mercy, and that same prayer doth teach us all to render the deeds of mercy. I have spoke thus much to mitigate the justice of thy plea, but if thou follow, this strict court of Venice must needs give sentence against the merchant there.
Indeed, upon my head, I crave the law, the penalty and forfeit of my bond.
Is he not able to discharge the money?
Yea, twice the sum. If this will not suffice, I will be bound to pay it 10 times o'er, on forfeit of my head, my hands, my heart. If this will not suffice, it must appear that malice bears down truth, and I beseech you to do a great right, do a little wrong, and curb this cruel devil of his will.
It must not be. There is no power in Venice can alter a decree established. 'Twill be recorded for a precedent, and many an error made by the same example will rush into the state. It cannot be.
Yea, Daniel come to judgment, Daniel! Oh, wise young judge, how I do honour thee!
I pray you, let me look upon the bond.
Here it is, Reverend Doctor, here it is.
Shylock, there's thrice thy money offered thee.
An oath. An oath. I have an oath in heaven. Shall I lay perjury to my soul? No, not for Venice.
Why, this bond is forfeit, and lawfully by this the Jew may claim a pound of flesh, to be by him cut off nearest the merchant's heart. But be merciful, take thrice thy money, bid me to tear the bond.
When it is paid according to the tenor, it doth appear you're a worthy judge. You know the law, your exposition hath been most sound. I charge you, by the law, whereof you're a well-deserving pillar, proceed to judgment. I swear, by my soul, there is no power in the tongue of man to alter me. I stay here on my bond.
Most heartily I do beseech the court to let me have judgment.
Why then, thus it is. You must prepare your bosom for his knife.
Oh, noble judge, oh excellent young man.
For the intent and purpose of the law have full relation to the penalty, which here appeareth due upon the bond.
Wise and upright judge, how much more elder art thou than thou lookst?
Therefore, lay bare your bosom.
Aye, his breast. So says the bond, doth it not, near as his heart? Those are the very words.
It is so. Are there ballots here to weigh the flesh?
I have them ready.
Oh, have by some sergeant, Shylock, on your charge to stop his wounds, lest he do bleed to death.
Is it so nominated in the bond?
Oh, it is not so expressed, but what of that? 'Twere good you do so much for charity.
I do not see it. It is not in the bond.
You, merchant, have you anything to say?
But little. I am armed and well prepared. Fare thee well, Bassanio. Grieve not that I have fallen to this for you. Commend me to your honourable wife. Tell her the process of Antonio's end. Say how I loved you. Speak fair of me in death. And when the tale is told, let her be judge of whether Bassanio had not once a love. Repent but you that you shall lose your friend, as he repents not that he pays your debt. For if the Jew do cut but deep enough, I'll pay it presently with all my heart.
Antonio, I am married to a wife, which is as dear to me as life itself, but life, my wife, and all the world are not with me esteemed above your life. I would lose all, I sacrifice them all, here to this devil, to deliver you.
Your wife would give you little thanks for that, if she were by to hear you make the offer.
We trifle time, I pray thee, pursue sentence.
A pound of that same merchant's flesh is thine. The court awards it and the law doth give it.
Rightful judge.
And you must cut this flesh from off his breast. The law allows it and the court awards it.
Learned judge, a sentence. Come. Prepare.
Terry! There is something else. This bond doth give thee here no jot of blood. The words expressly are a pound of flesh. Take then thy bond, take thou thy pound of flesh, but in the cutting it, if thou dost shed one drop of Christian blood, thy lands and goods are, by the laws of Venice, confiscate unto the state of Venice.
Oh, upright judge! Mark you, a learned judge!
Is this the law?
Oh, thyself shalt sue the act. For as thou urgest justice, be assured thou shalt have justice more than thou desirest.
Oh, learned judge! Mark you, a learned judge!
Well, then I'll take this offer then. Pay the bond thrice and let the Christian go.
Here it is.
So, the Jew shall have all justice. So, no haste, ye shall have nothing but the penalty. Therefore, prepare thee to cut off this flesh from off his breast. Shed thou no blood, nor cut thou less no more, but just a pound of flesh. And if the scales do turn but in the estimation of a hair, thou diest, and all thy goods are confiscate.
A second Daniel! A Daniel Jew!
A Daniel, a Daniel, a Daniel.
Why doth the Jew pause? Take thy forfeiture.
Give me my principal and let me go.
I have it for thee. Here it is.
He hath refused it in the open court. He sought merely justice and his bond.
A Daniel still, say I. A second Daniel. I thank thee for teaching me that word.
Shall I not barely have my principal?
Thou shalt have nothing but the forfeiture, to be so taken at thy peril.
Well then, the devil give him good of it. I'll stay no longer question.
married you. The law hath yet another hold on you. It is enacted in the laws of Venice if it be proved against an alien. By that direct or indirect attempts he seek the life of any citizen. The party which he doth contrive shall seize one half of his goods. The other half comes to the privy coffer of the state, and the offender's life lies within the mercy of the Duchess only, against all other voice. In which predicament, I say thou standest, for it appears by manifest proceeding, by indirectly and directly too, thou hast contrived against the very life of the defendant, and thou hast incurred the danger formerly by me rehearsed. So therefore, down and beg mercy of the Duchess!
Beg that thou mayst have leave to hang thyself!
Hang! 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 Hang!
That thou shalt see the difference in our spirits. I grant thee pardon before thee ask for it.
Aye, for the state, not for Antonio.
No. Take my life and all. Pardon not that. You did take my house, and you did take the prop that to sustain my house. You did take my life, and you did take the means whereby I live.
What mercy can you render him, Antonio?
A halter, gratis, nothing else, for God's sake.
So please your lady and all the court. To quit the fine for one half of his goods, I am content. So he will let me have the other half in use to render upon his death unto the gentleman that lately stole his daughter. Two things, provided more, that for this favour he presently do become a Christian.
A Christian! 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 A Christian!
The other that he do record a gift in this court of all he dies possessed unto his son Lorenzo and his daughter.
He shall do this, else I shall recant the pardon that I late pronounced here.
Art thou contented, Jew? What dost thou say?
I am content.
Clerk, draw a deed of gift.
Please, give me leave to go from hence. I'm not well. Send a deed after, and I will tell you.
Get thee gone. But do it. Sir, I entreat you, home with me to dinner.
I do humbly desire your grace of pardon, but I must away this night towards Padua, and it is meet I presently set forth.
I am sorry that your leisure serves you not. Antonio, gratify this gentleman, for it seems to me that you are much bound to him.
Good sir, I and my friend have this day by your wisdom been acquitted of grievous penalties, in lieu of which 3,000 ducats, due unto the Jew, we freely cope your courteous pains withal.
And stand indebted over and above in love and service to you evermore.
He is well paid that is well satisfied, and I, delivering you, am satisfied, and therein do account myself well paid. My mind was never yet more mercenary, and so I pray you, know me when we shall meet again, and wish you well, and so I take my leave.
Oh, dear sir, by force I must attempt you further. Take some remembrance of us as tribute.
You press me far, and therefore I will yield. Give me your gloves. I'll wear them for your sake. For your love, I will have this ring. Oh, do not draw back your hand, I'll take no more. And your love shall not deny me this.
This ring, alas, it is a trifle. I will not shame myself to give it you.
I'll have nothing else but only this. And now, methinks I have a mind to it.
There's more to this than the value. The dearest ring in all Venice will I give you, only this I pray you pardon me.
I see, sir. You are liberal in offers. You first taught me how to beg, and now methinks you teach me how a beggar should be answered.
Dear sir, this ring was given me by my wife, and when she put it on my finger, she made me vow to neither give, nor sell, nor lose it.
That you serves many men to save your gift. And if your wife be not a mad woman, and had known how well I have deserved the ring, she would not hold out enemy forever for giving it to me. Well, peace be with you.
I pray thee, good Bassanio, let him have the ring. Let his deservings and my love withal be valued against your wife's commandment.
Graziano, here, go after them. Give them the ring. Go, make haste. Come, Antonio. We will thither presently, and early tomorrow will we fly toward Belmont. Come.
Inquire the Jew's house out and give him this deed and let him sign it. We'll wait tonight, a day before our husband's home. And this deed will be well welcome to Lorenzo.
Fair sir, you're well o'ertaken. My lord Bassanio, upon more advice, hath sent you here this ring, and doth entreat your company at dinner.
That cannot be. His ring I did accept most thankfully, and so I pray you tell him furthermore, I pray you show my youth old Shylock's house.
That will I do.
Sir, I would speak with you. I'll see if I can get my husband's ring, which I did make him swear to keep forever.
Thou mayest I warrant. We shall have old swearing that he did give the rings away to men. We'll outface them and outswear them too. Away! Make haste, without noise, where I will tarry.
Come, good sir, will you show me to this house?
The moon shines bright on such a night as this, when the winds did kiss the trees and they did make no noise. In such a night, Troilus, methinks, mounted the Trojan walls and sighed his soul towards the Cretan tents where Cressid did lay.
In such a night did Thisbe fearfully overtake the Jew, and saw the lion's shadow ere himself, and ran dismayed away.
In such a night stood Dido with a willow in her hand upon the wild sea banks, and faft her love to come again to Carthage.
On such a night did Medea gather the enchanted herbs that did renew all pieces.
In such a night did Jessica steal from that wealthy Jew, and with an unthrift love did run from Venice as far as Belmont.
On such a night did young Lorenzo swear he loved her well, sealing her soul with many vows of faith, and ne'er a true one.
In such a night did pretty Jessica, like a little shrew, slander her love, and he'd forgiven her.
What a night you did nobody come to argue the footing of a man.
Who comes so fast in the silence of the night?
A friend.
A friend? What friend? Your name, I pray you, friend.
Stefania is my name, and I bring words that my mistress will, before the break of day, be here at Belmont. She does stray about by holy crosses, where she kneels and prays for happy wedlock hours.
Who comes with her?
None but a holy hermit and her maid. I pray you tell me, has my master yet returned?
No, they're not yet, but we go in. Come, Jessica, and ceremoniously let us prepare some welcome for the mistress of the house.
That light we see is burning in my hall. Oh, rather that little candle throws his beams, so shines a good deed in a naughty world.
Oh, when the moon shone me, could not see the candle.
So doth the
methinks it sounds more sweeter than by day.
Silence bestows that virtue on it, madam.
Oh, the cruel gulf sing as sweetly as the lark when nigh goes attended. And I think the nightingale, if she should sing by day when every goose is attended, would be thought no better a musician than the wren. How many things my seasons are to their right praise and true perfection. Peace! Ho! The moon sleeps with Endymion and would not be awake.
That is the voice, or am I much deceived of Portia?
He knows me as the blind man knows the cuckoo by the bad voice.
Dear lady, welcome home.
Now we have been praying for our husband's health. Are they returned?
Madam, they are not yet, but there come a messenger before to signify their coming.
Go with Marissa. Give orders to my servants that they take no note of all of our absence being hence, nor you, Lorenzo.
Your husband is at hand. Fear you not, madam. We are no telltales.
This night methinks is but daylight sick. It looks a little paler. 'Tis a day, such as the day is when the sun is hid. Let me give light, but let me not be light, for a light wife doth make a heavy husband. Never be Bassanio so for me, but God so tall. You are welcome home, my lord.
I thank you, my lady. I pray you welcome my good friend. This is the man, this is Antonio, to whom I am so infinitely bound.
You should in all sense be much bound to him, for as I hear, he was much bound for you.
No more than I am already acquitted of.
Sir, you are very welcome to our house. It must appear in other ways than words. Therefore I scant this breathing courtesy.
Oh! My yonder moon, I swear you do me wrong. In faith, I gave it to the judge's card.
Oh, already, what's the matter?
About a hoop of gold, a paltry ring that she did give me.
You swore to me when I did give it you that you would wear it to your hour of death. Gave it to the judge's clerk. No, God's my judge. The clerk will ne'er wear hair on his face that had it.
He will, and if you live to be a man.
Oh, hey, if a woman lived to be a man.
By this hand I give it to the youth. No higher than myself. The judge's clerk, a prating boy who begged it as a fee. I could not from my heart deny it him.
You were to blame. I must be plain with you to part so slightly of your wife's first gift. I gave my love a ring, and made him swear to never part with it. And here he stands, I dare be sworn to him he would never leave it nor pluck it from his finger, for the wealth that the world masters.
Why, I were best to cut my left hand off and swear I lost the ring defending it.
My Lord Bassanio gave his ring away unto the judge that begged it, and indeed deserved it too. And then the boy, his clerk, begged mine, and neither man nor master would take aught but the two rings.
What ring gave you, my lord? Oh, not that I hope the which you received of me.
If I could add a lie unto a fault, I would deny it, but you see my finger, I hold the ring upon it, it is gone.
Even so void is your false heart of truth. By heaven, I will ne'er come in your bed until I see the ring.
Nor I in yours till I again see mine.
Dear lady, if you did know to whom I gave the ring, if you did know for whom I gave the ring, if you could conceive for what I gave the ring, when naught would be accepted but the ring, you would abate the strength of thy displeasure.
If you had known the virtue of the ring, or half our worthiness I gave you the ring, or even your own honour to contain the ring, you would not have then parted with the ring. Larissa teaches me what to believe. I'll die fought, but some woman had the ring.
On my honour, madam, on my soul, no woman had it but a civil doctor, which did refuse 3,000 ducats of me, and begged the ring, the which I did refuse him, and suffered him to go displeased away, even he that did uphold the very life of my dear friend. Sweet lady, what should I say, good lady? I do not doubt that, had you been there, you would have begged the ring of me to give the worthy doctor.
Let not that doctor e'er come near my house, since he have got the jewel that I love. I'll not deny him anything I have. No, not my body, nor my husband's bed. Know him I shall, I am well sure of it. I'll have that doctor for my bedfellow.
I fear I am the unhappy subject of these quarrels.
Sir, grieve you not, you are welcome notwithstanding.
I once did lend my body for his wealth, which for your husband's ring had quite miscarried. I dare be bound again, my soul upon the forfeits, that your lord will never more again break faith advisedly.
Then you shall be his surety. Give him this, and bid him keep it better than the other.
Here, my Lord Bassanio, swear to keep this ring.
By heaven, 'tis the same I gave the doctor.
I had it of him. Oh, pardon me, Bassanio, for by this ring the doctor lay with me.
And pardon me, my gentle Graziano, for that same scrubbed boy, the doctor's clerk, in lieu of this, did lie with me.
What? Are we cuckolds ere we have deserved it?
Oh, speak not so grossly, you're all amazed. Here is a letter. Read it at your leisure. It comes from Padua, from Bellario. There you shall find that Portia was the doctor, Nerissa here her flock, and Lorenzo here shall witness I sent forth as soon as you, and even but now have returned. I have not yet entered my house. Antonio, you are welcome, and I have better news in store for you than you'd least expect. Unseal this letter soon, and there you shall find that 3 of your argosies are richly come to harbour suddenly.
But were you the doctor and I knew you not?
Were you the clerk just to make you cuckold?
Aye, but I'm one that never means to do it, unless you live to be a man.
Oh, now, Lorenzo, my clerk has some good comforts too for you,
And I'll give them him without a fee.
Ah, it is almost morning, and I am sure you're not yet satisfied with these events at Poole. Let us go in, and we will answer all things faithfully.
Let it be so. The first interrogatory. Well, while I live, I'll fear no other thing, so sore as keeping safe Nerissa's ring.